If you have an older hydraulic boat lift and it's slamming forward or backward or it just has lots of play in it in general, I'm going to show you why it's a major safety concern and why you need to have it inspected and what the issue might be. We're going to start by looking at the lower pivot points on the H-frames. So looking at the rear H-frames, I could feel that there's a bump right above the pinholes, which means that the frame has been stressing. So essentially what's going on is the pinholes are supposed to be perfect circles. Over time they tend to wallow out, turn into ovals, and that's why your lift is slamming forward, and it's not just one smooth motion. This is an example of a lift that one day it was doing its usual slam forward, and then eventually it just broke and it pulled through, and so that pin that goes through the frame there, it actually pulled out, and it's still attached to the H frame, and there's a sleeve that goes inside of the frame that's supposed to be welded in, and that pulled out as well. And so we'll see here, so I took that pin out, and you can actually see that sleeve that's supposed to be welded in there is not welded anymore. It's corroded and it's failed, and it's actually loose inside of there. So I was able to move it around with a screwdriver and just confirm our suspicion that there's some obviously there's some overstressing and things going on here. And so it's going to be the same thing on the other side. This is just typical wear and tear. Things happen like this over time. What happened with this lift here is that sleeve actually pulled out and just ripped out of the frame. Now here's the front H-frames. So there's no sleeve on the front H-frames, but these are supposed to be perfect circles and they're turning into ovals. So it's only a matter of time before these fail.